Alright, this one is going to be difficult. Hello everyone, welcome to another review of Pokemon the series The Beginning. And this time we have this episode, my goodness. After the last episode, which wasn't really all that good, we get her. We got Lorelei, boys, or Prima as she's called in the dub, but Lorelei nonetheless. Don't know why she's not called Lorelei. I think it might actually be because of the mouth flaps, because of Lorelei being too long, so it wouldn't fit the mouth flaps, or whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, we get her. And she is just so hot. Like, dude, the anime had so much fun with her. Like, you can just tell, especially because about like 40 seconds of this episode was cut out in the dub because of the fact that it was just nothing but her breasts. And also, we get a shot of her battling someone, or well, we don't know who, but like when she gets introduced to the battle at her lecture, the camera pans up, as you know it does, and then it stops at her chest, and then it continues on. I just found that funny. Anyway, yes. We are on Mandarin Island where Ash beats a guy. Apparently is on a 3-win streak. However, then he gets hungry, so we go for food. And then Tracy's like, Lorelei's here to give a lecture or something like that. And then Misty is all smitten by her because water and ice is kind of alike in Generation 1. And then she's like, oh, you like me, don't you? And it's like, of course I do. Look at you. God, you're hot. And then she's not really interested in anything that anyone says because Togepi is here. And she immediately gets distracted by that one. Then Ash wants to battle her, but she's so in a daze that that's not going to happen. So then he challenges someone else and he has a 2-on-2 battle with him. And Squirtle beats Persian after tanking a Thunderbolt. Then Tauros beats Squirtle. And then Ash like, oh, you want some power? Then go Charizard. And I'm like, look, man, back in the day, you were allowed to say this stupid stuff because you didn't really have any powerful Pokemon. You got Snorlax, dude. Why did you send out Charizard? You gotta send out Snorlax. But sending out Charizard is the point of the battle. So Charizard doesn't want to listen. Then afterwards, he gets hit by Tauros. So then he basically takes care of Tauros and then wins the battle. Afterwards, we need to get Charizard to calm down a bit, but he doesn't want to calm down. So Lorelei steps in, sends out a Slowbro, and this is where the anime kind of had me go a little bit, yeah, okay, what was that comment that Tracy made? How does she plan to beat a Charizard with a Slowbro? I'm like, what do you mean? First of all, that's a water type, that's a fire type. Second of all, Slowbro is one of the best Generation 1 special attackers ever made because of the fact that Slowbro can learn Amnesia. And in case you don't know, we're still in Generation 1, but in Generation 1, Amnesia is a move that increases the special stat, and since special attack and special defense are the same, Slowbro gets a boost to its special attack and special defense twice. So basically every Amnesia is doubling its special attack and special defense. It's like Calm Mind, but better. Do not diss Slowbro in Generation 1, okay? That thing can be dangerous if you do not watch out, okay? But obviously, Slowbro takes care of Charizard, and then afterwards Ash returns into a Pokeball. Then she tries to explain some stuff to Ash, but that kind of falls on deaf ears. And then she's like, why don't you visit my demonstration? Maybe you'll learn something. So we'll go over there, and this is where the camera pans up to her boobs, which, yeah, big fan. Homegrown, I see. But anyway, she gets 3 straight wins with her Slowbro, Dugong, and Cloyster. And then afterwards, she has a talk with Ash again about calmness and about true strength and all of that stuff. So Ash is like, let me battle you. Understandable. And she accepts, which means this is the first time that Ash is going to battle an Elite Four member. Because the only one that we got was the manly man with the manliest of man voices. That was a deep voice that Bruno had. But anyway, Bruno, yeah, the manly man, you know, the muscle man himself. But that's the only one that we met so far, and he didn't battle Ash. So this is the first time Ash battles an Elite Four member, which is gonna come up again later on. Don't worry about it. He's gonna kind of keep doing this and kind of keep losing against Elite Four members, as you know. And don't worry about it. The other two will be introduced. It's just gonna take us a long time because Lance will be introduced until Johto, and then Agatha won't be introduced until the end of Hoenn, before the Battle Frontier. So Ash sends in Pikachu, and she sends in Cloyster. And Lorelei easily wins the battle. And then after the battle, she tells Ash to focus on his Pokemon because he's not the one doing the battling. They are. You gotta focus on your Pokemon. And I'm kind of like, why does he need to learn that? I mean, this is the Ash that we know. Ash loves this Pokemon, like, but whatever. Anyway, doesn't really matter. I don't care. More Lorelei is always good. And then afterwards, Team Rocket appears. They ask if they can get the lecture on CD. She's like, sure, 1895 or something like that. And then afterwards, she sends out Jinx in order to make Team Rocket blast off. And this is why the episode was banned, because of the fact that it features Black Jinx, which is actually kind of weird, because in the episode, like, they actually have a fixed version of Jinx. They recolored her design in 2017. Here we go. In 2017, when the series was added to Prime Video in Japan, the version featured updated the color of Prima's Jinx, but Lorelei's Jinx, to her current purple design to resolve the controversy. This version has not been dubbed into English, and as a result is still banned from being shown in the dub whenever the second season is rerun or re-released on home video. But like, they fixed it, and then the dub was like, nah, we'll just cancel the episode. And it's like, dude, I'm so mad about that. But anyway, to end the episode, we get to say farewell to Lorelei, which makes me cry on the inside. And then also she reveals that the next gym is going to be on Trovita Island, which makes you think, ooh, so we're gonna get a gym battle next episode. Yeah, no, we got 3 more filler episodes before we get to that one, though. But anyway, overall, I actually very much liked the episode. I liked Prima, or Lorelei, however you want to call her, but I like Lorelei a lot in this episode. And also, I like the fact that the Pokemon, like Game Freak, watched this episode and used it for the games, because in here it is stated that she lives on this island, and in Fire and Leaf Green it is revealed that Lorelei lives on 4 Island in the Sevi Islands in the games. So you cannot tell me that it wasn't inspired by this episode of the anime, right? And this episode came out in like the early in 1999. I was gonna say early 2000s, but 1999 in Japan, and we wouldn't get Fire and Leaf Green until January of 2004. So this idea wasn't even thought of yet when this episode released. So I like the fact that they took that from the game, from the anime, and put it into the games. Big fan. And also, I love Lorelei's design, but what man who is straight doesn't? But anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. And with that being said, thank you all so very much for watching, and I do hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you're new with us already, turn on notifications, don't forget to check out the Let's Play channel link in the description and at the end of the video. And we are done with main episodes for a bit. Like I said, we're gonna go into a filler episode about the Nidoran. Bye!